Let's continue to look at HTML. So a basic HTML page structure we see here on the slides. It's a document type HTML, and it starts with the HTML tag and it closes also with the HTML tag. And in it we can have a heading where is information about the page and a body where is the content you can see on the page. So the body section contains content elements that will be displayed by the browser. And as we said, it will be introduced with the body tag. An example of content elements that we can have in the body are paragraphs, headings, lists, tables, audio and video, links and images. So let's look at each one of those. The headings provide information on the structural hierarchy of a document. And in HTML there's 6 levels. They go from H1 to H6, H1 being the biggest and H6 being the smallest. Note that you should not use these to give format to your document, because you should always take into account structure of the document versus formatting. Here we see an example of a heading H1 main section close H1. Then we have paragraphs and break lines. Paragraphs are used to separate different blocks, like we do in textbooks, for example, paragraphs. So here we see the tag P to start the first paragraph, and we close with the tag P2, and here we open again to put the second paragraph and we close. Line breaks can be used to separate lines within different paragraphs. Like we see here, we open a paragraph, we write some line, we break the line to go to the next line, we write some more and we close the paragraph. Again, better not use these break tags to separate blocks, because for that we need to use the P tag to break into paragraphs. Yeah? Again, this is an issue of structure versus formatting. We can also have lists in our content of our HTML page. So we can have ordered lists, which we start with the tag OL of ordered list. Here we see ordered list, close the tag, and here we see the list items with the tag LI, list item, put what we want to put in the item, and we close again with the list item tag. So this HTML will result in this ordered list, where the items are ordered with numbers. This compared to unordered lists, UL, unordered list, and this opens with the UL tag and it closes with the UL tag, and inside again you have these list items. So this piece of HTML will result in this. The list is unordered, it just has bullet points and not numbers. Then we have text in our body, obviously. Text we can put in different fonts. For example, if we use the B tag, we can put some text in bold. Here, open B, this is bold text, close B, and then we get this text in bold. We can put it in italics with the I tag. So here we open with I, this is italics text, and we close, and then we have the text in italics. Then we can have also tables. Tables are introduced by the table tag, and within the table we have a table title, which we indicate with the caption tag. There are table rows that we indicate with the TR tag, TR for table row. The first row are the headers, so these are done with the TH tag, so we know how the columns are named. And then the second two, how many rows we want, are indicated with the TD tag. Let's look at an example. Here we open with the table tag and we close with the table tag, and we start with the first row, and in the first row we want to name the headers of the columns. So we say that the first column is called name and the second one is called age. So this is the first one, and then from that one on we just put the data in it. So in the second row we have TD Eve and TD 94, which we see here. This is the resulting table of this piece of HTML. So we have hyperlinks in our body. Hyperlinks are used to connect one HTML page to another. And we use it to navigate the internet. So we can navigate from one page to another and then another and another, etc. Hyperlinks are being introduced by the A tag, and A stands for anchor. And here we see an example. We put the A tag and we say, okay, open this anchor, and this is the hyperlink that I want to refer to. Hyper reference, this is the web page, and we close. Then this is a text we see where we can click on, and here we close with the anchor tag too. We have images. Images can make your web page look nice. We have seen that before. Remember to KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Don't overload your page with images. But if you want to use an image which is functional, introduce it with the image tag. And the image tag, an example is here. So we have an image. The source of this image is this photo. And the alternative text, which we're going to put if the image is not loaded, for example, is this text, my photo. Yeah? So this is the alt attribute of the image tag. Finally, we have audio and video tags. These were introduced in HTML5, and these make it far more easier to embed multimedia resources in your web page. And they also come with useful attributes like we can see here. For example, the audio tag to incorporate some audio which we can find in this source file, music.mp3. And this is an attribute that says that we want to loop it. So we want to constantly keep on playing the music. When it ends, we start it all over again. And here we see another useful attribute of the video tag. This is a video. The source of the video is movie.mp4, and we want to mute it. Yeah, so when the user opens the page, it will display the video, but we want to mute it and let the user decide whether he or she wants to turn on the sound or not. So that was everything about HTML Continued.